Welcome to my midweek update. For those who don't know me, my name is Phil Grande. I'm CEO of philsgang.com, a stock trading education group. Been around for over 30 years, and let's get started. Okay, first of all, there's a lot of uncertainty in the stock market, and there's rotation in the market. People are rotating out of tech stocks. They're getting scared. AI now is questionable. Companies that put a fortune into AI are finding they're not getting the returns. NVIDIA, finding they're getting a lot of competition now for their magical chips from China. So there's uncertainty there. We also know the stock market is only being held up for two reasons. Stock buybacks. Stock buybacks, remember, is financial engineering. When you hear how great the earnings are, oh my God, we beat earnings by a penny, they're doing terrific. No, what they're doing is they're taking and doing stock buybacks before earnings start. You can't do stock buybacks during earnings, but before it starts. So what does that do? It pushes up earnings per share, that pushes up the stock price. Earnings per share go up, stock price goes up. But what's missing is sales revenue. So example, if you have $1 million in sales and your stock's at $20, and the next month or next quarter have $1.5 million in sales, okay? Your earnings go up, pushes your stock up, and so forth. But what if you have no revenues? Let's say you have revenues of $1 million and your stock's at 50. Next quarter, you still have a revenue of $1 million, but now your stock price went from 50 to 100. The next quarter, third quarter, you still are only at $1 million in sales. But look at your stock prices triple. What's going on? I didn't need revenues? No. See, that's the problem with stock buybacks. It's financial engineering. It masks weak earnings, turns them into an illusion of great earnings. Because, again, stock buybacks artificially pushes up your earnings, pushes up your stock price without having revenues. And who's the benefit? The company? Not at all. The workers of the company? Not at all. It only benefits the fat cats at the top. So there's a lot of uncertainty right now with earnings. There's also a lot of uncertainty right now because the stock market, which had 17 all-time new highs since last Friday, now is really overextended. We have historic, you got to be nuts. We got historic extended valuations. We never see valuations like this, not even in 2000, 2001, not even during 2008 crash. And we have record concentration. We have four stocks holding up the whole S&P that holds up the whole stock market. That's called bad breath. And that's record. And again, the record stock buybacks right before earnings so they could mask how terrible the earnings are and create an illusion they're good. So where have people been going? They've been going to staples, Hershey, Pepsi, cigarettes, Clorox. I'm going to be safe. People need that stuff. What are you, nuts? Take a look. Here's where they should have been going. Everybody's, as I said, been running to XLP, but look at this. How's that worked out for them in the last 3 months? But let's go to our gold, GDX. There you go. And the question comes up, should I be in actually gold or the gold miners? Always go to the gold miners. What are you, nuts? We have a 90% increase, 90% increase in gold. Are you kidding? That outpaces NVIDIA. NVIDIA's up 25% for the year. And also, by the way, always stay with the miners because it always outperforms gold. Gold's up about 32, 33% for the year, and the miners are up 90%. Here, take a look. Here's your miners right here. So everybody's going the wrong way. Now, so they're going to, again, these defensive stocks, right? Doesn't work. Stay with your GDX. Bank stocks are even stronger, okay, than your Qs, okay? And take a look at your MAGs. And again, GDX outperforms your Qs, your MAGs, the ARK, ARKK, semiconductors, outperforming NVIDIA. What are you, nuts? But people keep going to those same tech stocks, keep on borrowing money to think that these stocks will never come down again. So GDX is where it's been going. Now, IWM has been outperforming even the mags. Look, okay, outperforming the mags, outperforming ARK. Okay, that's your IWM. Those are your small mid caps because they're now rotating. Investors want these beaten down small stocks. But myself, I'm staying with my gold because that's where the money is going, and you should too. Okay, so again, if we take a look at, now we've been doing some real shorting too. That's the nice thing. See Target? We got a beautiful short on Target, beautiful short. We also started to short PLTR. Now the idea, if you don't know how to sell short, it's not going to help you to think I'm going to go and buy Hershey or Coca-Cola. I'm going to be okay. Doesn't work that way. Okay. So again, stay with your strong stocks. Right now, it's the miners. There's no place to hide when this market collapses. But for now, is the market going to collapse? No, not until you stop seeing these people jumping in and keep borrowing money. Margins. Watch the margin accounts. If the margins keep going up, then the market's going to keep going up. If stock buybacks keep going up, the market's going to keep going up. That's what's pushing the market, creating a bigger and bigger bubble every day. If NVIDIA breaks, everything falls in on itself. So watch your NVIDIA and watch what's going on again with the margin accounts and stock buybacks. Then you know exactly what's going on, but be prepared. To do that, you got to learn how to short. You know, what you have to do is go to my site, philsgang.com. It's free for 10 days. We'll show you how to do both, short and go long. Okay, hope this helped you out. I'll see you next time, the same place, same time.